piled up. These people negotiated for over hours while I was hiding under bed. Oh, this girl will have to serve as a lesson to others. Who is God? After parading there for hours and hours. Hello, warm welcome to Melvin Mandera channel. I hope you are doing great, guys. Yeah, so thank you for always considering to pass by to check out my videos, guys. It really means a lot to me. Thank you so much, my YT family. So today, guys, let's get down to story time video. Yeah, I think I've never done a story time video before, so hey, yeah, Melvo, are you ready for this? Really? Let's do this.
And on we'll go.
So this is what happened. It was last year, 2020, during the first wave of corona pandemic. You all know what happened. Late March, early March, yeah, around there. So at that moment, the president had announced that all schools be closed and stuff. A lot was happening within the country. He's supposed to adhere to the government rules that had been set by the president. So, and remember that time, guys, everyone was so shaky about this pandemic. So all we could do is follow the restrictions. So Melbo here. Okay, so that day, so one of those days, in fact, the second week of the first pandemic, remember the police were on our necks on making sure that we follow the regulations, ABCD, AFGH. One of the evenings, my mom had told me to help her prepare dinner. So guys, at that time, guys, by the way, I don't know, I had craving. By the way, I was not in mood of having the dinner that my mom had just suggested, but then she went over, started preparing dinner. I was supposed to join her, yeah, and maybe I was to cut the veggies. So at that point, guys, it was around, in fact, 6:50, maybe 6:40, because I got in trouble shortly after. I decided first to satisfy my cravings before I could help set dinner with my mom. Yeah, so I rushed into the nearest shop. I bought my craving, my snack. So at that point, I'm here, catching up here and there with the shopkeeper. Then boom, we heard the police officers' voices. So what are you doing? Why haven't you closed these shops? What are you doing outside here, customer? Who do you think you are? Are you? Hey guys, they threw words to us, and then it's freaked. That's the moment it hit my head that it was curfew time. We were in trouble. As a Kenyan, I just had to run for my life.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
So what I did, I just slid under the shopkeeper's desk. There's a little entrance there that usually enter in through to give you whatever you want. So I penetrated there, met with the shopkeeper. We ran into their sitting room. In fact, we left the shop wide open. I don't know. I can't believe, in fact, that craving just died away. Okay, this shopkeeper, you know, she was a mom. She had 2 kids, and so what she did, she came out in defense of, in self-defense, with the small kid in her hand. So they were like, okay, this shopkeeper talked to them. They kinda understood, but they were like, okay, we now want the lady that was standing here. And then shopkeeper was like, oh, that's my sister, we're just closing the door. It's only that you found us while you were closing the shop. And they're like, no, this was customer, you were just communicating. I saw you afar, we were watching you from a far distance. So they wanted me by force. So they wanted to be sure, they wanted confirmation that if she's your sister, you have to prove and stuff. Well, guys, problems led to another problems. In fact, even the shop had no name. So the shop, they claimed that it had even no licensing for business reasons. Guys, things piled up, problems piled up. These people negotiated for over hours while I was hiding under bed. And you see, the good thing with that plot, the main gate had been locked. So there's no way these officers could forcefully enter into someone's homestead without giving a permission. So they couldn't find their way to remove me out by themselves. Why? So these two officers, what they did, they called the other officers. Now, within 10 minutes, a whole van came with over 10 officers. They were like, oh, this girl will have to serve as a lesson to others. Guys, I was crying. Guys, I really cursed on a lot about my life. It was my first time getting like brushing shoulders with the officers in my life. I've never been to that before. Well, so this lady really tried hard to fight for me. Honestly, I give her credit. So after being there for over 4 hours here and there trying to persuade them, so what I did, the next neighbor who happened to be my family friend offered to help me. They offered to help me in that they said that if these officers forcefully wants by all means to get inside here, so what I could do was to maybe go act like their kid, and then maybe they'll be allowed to come in and search for whoever they want, and then they will find no reason to arrest anybody. So in fact, that sweater I'd worn was a black one because at that moment they were like, we saw that girl was in specs, she was in black pajamas with a black hood and stuff. I don't know, guys, it was really messy. So I had to remove the sweater, I had to remove my spectacles, and then I joined the next family in the neighborhood, and we started making chapatis because that's what they were making. And then they were like, there's no way, you're just our kid, there's no way they're going to take you and stuff. Man, I was just, guys, I don't know, it was really, really messy. So who is God? After parading there for hours and hours, it rained. Guys, it rained cats and dogs. So they I don't know what happened thereafter, because honestly, okay, they forgave the shopkeeper, but now it was me that they wanted. They were sure I was the customer there. I don't know. So they just left. By the way, guys, it was the most, I don't know, it was at that time I felt like, where God can really answer prayers. I regretted everything. Yeah, so they left. And remember, I wasn't sure, like, was it true they left or not? So I was just given I was given a place to sleep for that night. But they were like, they had marked this place. This is where the most stubborn students are found. That was me as a representative of the most. And guys, mark you in my village, I'm the most conserved girl that you'll ever know. Ask them.
True. Había subido la mano y encontré una paella.
That's how I escaped from the hands of police officers. Guys, since then, swore never to even get out of the gate. I'd put my family into much trouble, into much stress and stuff. Yeah. And that's my story time, guys. So tell me, have you ever crossed shoulders with the police officers? What was your experience? Because personally, I've never been jailed. I've never been to prison. I've never been to any trouble with the police officers. So at that time, I really escaped them. I really thank God. I don't know what have transpired thereafter. So tell me, what was your experience? Yeah, till next video, guys. See ya.